What up, what up? It's CT. This is my first video for my Gematria decoding Patreon page. So I've been decoding for, a few weeks now. Well, I've been doing it for like a couple years, but just posting on this page, I just started doing it consistently about a week or two ago, and somehow I got a subscriber. I'm not sure how they found my page because I haven't posted about it, but I just thought, okay, now would be a good time. As you can see, my first subscriber. So I was like, well, I should probably go public now with some of my work and see if people want to subscribe. So this is one of the games I just got a few days ago, Angels versus Orioles. So this game took place on the 25th, 76th anniversary of John Birch's murder. He was an American missionary to China before the war and captain in the army who was killed by a Chinese communist after the surrender of Japan for no apparent reason. So the Angels happened to be starting a pitcher named Shohei Ohtani, who was half Japanese, half Chinese, and he was going against a white American pitcher named Chris Ellis. So at the time, the Orioles were on a 19-game losing streak and lost their last game 14-8, and they could end their streak at 19. So the word 19, the word end, as you can see, is 23, 14, 58, 13. So the way it works is each letter in the alphabet corresponds to a number based on its order. So, letter A equals 1, B 2, 3, C. So the word cat equals 6 because 3 plus 2 plus 1. And then for reduction is where any number that's a double digit gets reduced to a single digit. So since K is the 11th letter in the alphabet, 1 plus 2 equals 2, so K comes out to 2. L equals 12, so 1 plus 2 equals 3, so L equals 3 as well. And then you have the reverse order, which is just the same way as the first two numbers, except the values are put in reverse. So like letter Z equals 1, A equals 26. So end equals 14, and they ended their losing streak after losing 14-8 the previous day. And Baltimore equals 58, as you can see. Shohei Ohtani equals 58 as well. Notice how the term losing streak comes out to 51, how the pitcher for this game, Chris Ellis, equals 51, how John Birch equals 51. The name Birch may sound like a reach to you guys, but it sounds similar to a bird. The Orioles are a bird. The John Birch Society, which was founded in the wake of his murder, an anti-communist conservative organization still around today that tried to claim credit for influencing a lot of people to vote for Trump and get him elected. Not sure how true that is, but, John Birch Society, the John Birch Society, 297. Christopher John Ellis, 297 as well. 28 days until Ellis's next birthday, and he is 28 years old when that game took place. So this was the day of the game, 8/25, and then his birthday, 9/22. So it's 28 days away. And he's 28 years old currently. Won his first start 8 days before this game. He could improve to 2-0, which he did. So the 2 and the 8 come together like 28. The Orioles lost their last 19 games, and 19 is the 8th prime number. They can end the losing streak in their 20th game. So John Morrison Birch, even, his name equals 208. In Gematria and numerology, zeros usually don't count, so 208 just comes out to 28. The Orioles were sitting on 86 wins when this game took place. 86 something means to end it, and they ended their losing streak. The word 19 equals 86. They stayed on 86 losses and 41 home losses for the season. And there were 128 days left in the year. The word Maryland equals 128. So they were huge underdogs. They were down 6-2 as well. I got them at like plus 900 live. So they ended up coming back, scoring 8 unanswered runs. So this stuff goes deep. It does. And I've got other events too. I'm trying to post more consistently, but some of the highlights. Yankees versus Royals was when I really got back into it. And this was on the day of Andrew Cuomo's resignation, the New York governor, I believe. Yep. And his name, Andrew Cuomo, equal 51. The Yankees got their 51st loss. Yankees equal 26, and they got their 26th away loss. The Royals pitcher, Daniel Lynch, his birthday, on November 17th, it was 3 months and 7 days from this game. Like 37. Yankees equals 37. So some more picks. I've done basketball too. I do basketball, football, and baseball. The NFL's starting soon, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, I called the Team France beating Slovenia. That was like a 1-point victory. Yeah, something. There was a story about Nicholas Batum being scared to guard Luca. His number equals 77. Luca wears 77, or his name equals 77, and Luca wears number 77. They were saying, or he was saying, he was scared. They pushing these stories to sway people to trick them into thinking, okay, there's no way they're going to win, and then they do. Uh, Even though it was on 18-day numerology and Luca could have gotten 18-0, that seemed like a smokescreen. Instead, he went to 17-1, which is the 18th triangular number. 171 is, I believe. Let's see. Yes. So that's how I like to script these games. The NBA Finals, I picked the Suns to win. They did not, but they made it all the way to the Finals, and this was before the playoffs even began that I picked them to take down the Lakers. So I had a huge decode on this. I was disappointed when they didn't win, but they made it very far, and you could have still placed a bet on them to win the conference itself, and you still would have profited. So even going back to 2019, I call it an upset for Chiefs getting beaten by the Tennessee Titans, and this was when the Titans weren't as good. Ryan Tannehill made his first start. He wasn't thought of as a good quarterback back then. He came back and they won. 3 months and 14 days from Tannehill's last birthday, like pie. The game's being played on the 314th day of the year. The last actual pie day was 7 months and 27 days ago. Tannehill's birthday, 7/27. So this is how the code can work. It can work to your favor. Just don't come into it with the expectation of winning every single bet. Like, that's just not how it's gonna work. I mean, in a perfect world, but what you'll find is that this is a lot more profitable, especially with stronger narratives than acting like these games are for real. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not just gonna make 10,000. You're not gonna get every game right, but you pick and choose your spots, and you'll see it's more profitable. Now, in terms of the games being scripted, do I think it's scripted in that sense of like all the players being in on it? No, I don't. I think certain players are in the know. Others are just there to get their paycheck. And I do think having the games on certain days does put the game under a certain vibrational energy that's more conducive to certain teams or players winning and performing well. Absolutely, I do. But I think that's more of I think that people who make the schedules understand that, and they purposely do it to put certain teams in advantageous positions. But as far as them all being actors, it might be a little hyperbolic to promote that narrative. But this is the Patreon. Just started. Already got a subscriber without even promoting the page, so go ahead and join. I'll be doing baseball as well as NFL and NBA when that comes back, even maybe like some golf tournaments, some combat sports like boxing, and UFC every once in a while. So give the Patreon a look. Only $8 a month. Like I said, the Oreos, they were like plus 900 live, so you bet $10, you win back 90, and you win back all your monthly dues, your tithes to me. So give my page a look. Thank you for watching.